Welcome back to the Low Tide Lounge, everybody, and for today's deck video, it's something really fun. Now, any long-time viewers of this channel knows, I make a point to not play meta decks. Yes, they may be the best decks in the format, but if I'm playing a meta deck, and the moment I flip my cards over to start the game, people's gonna know what I'm playing, and probably immediately know how to counter it. But when you play off meta, you're gonna see your opponents have some really interesting reactions, and that's what I play for. And today's deck had those reactions I was looking for. I played today's deck in last week's locals, and the reactions that everybody had when they saw what I was playing, I loved it. It brought confusion, it brought shocks, it brought people thinking it was really cool, and I had some really good games that night with this deck. I only won one of them, but the games that I lost, they were really good games. So I'm going to hope to have some really good games in today's deck video. Today's deck was inspired by a list I found by the YouTuber I Am Guardian, no spaces, with an underscore at the end. I believe I Am Guardian was in the Creators Cook-Off that I participated in back in April. I made a few minor changes to his list, but the idea is exactly the same, and I'm here for it. Let's take a look at the deck list, shall we? Today we're going to play Chien-Pao EX. Now, Chien-Pao EX has been out of the meta for quite a while, which means I can finally play this deck. I never played Chien-Pao EX before, back when it was a meta deck, because I make a point to play not meta decks. And the deck just popped in my head the other day, and I got to thinking, now's the time I want to play this deck, just to try it out finally. But I didn't want to play it the traditional way. I wanted to play it a unique way. And before I could even think of a way to do it, I Am Guardian posted a video of the idea you're looking at in this deck list right now. Chien-Pao EX has found a new partner in Team Rocket's Spidops. Chien-Pao EX has the ability Shivery Chill. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic water energy cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Chien-Pao has the attack Hail Blade. It costs 2 water energy. You may discard any amount of water energy from your Pokemon. This attack does 60 damage for each card you discarded in this way. It doesn't say from Chien-Pao specifically, it says from your Pokemon, as in any Pokemon on your field. I misunderstood that for a long time back when Chien-Pao was meta. I always assumed it had to come off of Chien-Pao specifically. But because it states your Pokemon, we can use Team Rocket Spidops with its Charging Up ability. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. And you can use that same ability for multiple Spidops. So if you have 3 Team Rocket Spidops out in play at once, you can bring back 3 water energies from your discard pile, 1 for each Spidops. It's an incredible idea. Now, if we wanted to, we could throw a grass energy or 2 into the deck to use Spidops' Rocket Rush attack. It costs 1 grass and 1 colorless energy, and this attack does 30 damage for each of your Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. That's only going to account for your Tarountulas and your Spidops. I Am Guardian's list ran this single grass energy, but I took it out to add 1 more water energy. It just made me a little bit more comfortable doing that. To help with some draw, we're going to use the Revavroom from Scarvi base with the Rumbling Engine ability. You must discard an energy from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. Where do we need energies? Outside of on our field? In the discard pile to attach to Team Rocket Spidops. We're also going to run Cycling Road. Once during each player's turn, that player may discard a basic energy card from their hand in order to draw a card. This is another way we're going to be able to draw cards, and it's another way we're going to get energies into the discard pile. This is one of the minor tweaks I made to the deck. I added a 1-of Air Balloon. The retreat cost of the Pokemon this card is attached to is 2 colorless less. As you can see, Team Rocket Spidops has a retreat cost of exactly 2 energy. Air Balloon's going to help us with that. We're also going to run Powerglass, and we're going to attach Powerglass to Chien-Pao. At the end of your turn, after you attack, if the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot, you may attach a basic energy card from the discard pile to it. This is going to ensure that we at least have 1 water energy on Chien-Pao at the start of our next turn. That way all we got to do is just get 1 more energy on there to cover the attack cost. We're also going to run TM Evolution. It costs 1 energy to use, and you may choose up to 2 of your benched Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a card that evolves from that Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it, then shuffle your deck. I did change the A-Spec of choice from the original list. The original list ran Secret Box. I'm going to run Scramble Switch because I've never used this card and it may be a little bit helpful. Switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. If you do, you may move any amount of energy from the Pokemon you moved to your bench to the new active Pokemon. So this will save any energies being discarded for retreat, and it helps us get a switch in there if we find ourselves trapped. And that's essentially the deck. Like I said, I played this deck last week at Locals, and I had an absolute blast with it. It actually allowed me to play the game during a Locals night, which I rarely get to do because my deck always wants to just brick and never allow me to play the game. Now I just hope that we have as much fun today, and the deck will at least work a little bit. Also, it's going to depend on matchups, but we'll take that as we go. But before we continue, if you have any ideas or suggestions to help improve this deck in any way, drop them down in the comments below. I'll try them out sometime, and I'll let you know how they worked. Also, if you're interested in trying this deck out for yourself, the deck list can be found in the description below and currently on screen. If there's a specific deck that you would like to see played right here on the lounge, drop those deck lists down in the comments below, and one of us here on the lounge will play it. We're always looking for new things to play. Now with all that said, let's get into the games and see how the deck treats us. Ugh, that's not a good opening hand. How many mulligans we get? 2. Okay. Well, I would have loved to get a Nest Ball or a Chien-Pao in that hand. So what's that top deck going to be? Pecharunt. Okay. This will be interesting to see how this goes. It looks like they're doing straight poison, so we may not last long here. I would have to choose to record right when they're right before they start mowing. That happens a lot. Okay, they whipped on the supporter, or they whipped on the Pokegear, it looks like, so that's a plus. Hopefully they got a slow start after this turn. They're playing Pokeball? I'd never see Pokeball played. And it failed him. The delivery drone! What is this deck? What are these cards? I've seen these cards before, but I've never seen them played. What do you do? Flip 2 coins above them in the head, search your deck for a card, put it into your hand. Okay, so you gotta get 2 heads to do it. I don't think I've ever seen Delivery Drone played. They're getting a future Pokemon. Iron Valiant. Iron Valiant Poison Package? Is this a thing? That's intriguing. And they're getting a Team Rockets. Well, they would have been. Oh, wait, no, it does damage to the Pecharunt. Okay, so Tails, 20 damage on to yourself. Or heads, another. What are they doing? Oh, they got 2 heads, so they get to go get a card. See, the reactions I'm having to their current turn is the reactions I play for. Like, this is what I look for when I play my deck. I want to see people have these reactions. This is exactly why I don't play meta decks. I want to see this entire deck list. This is why I wish you could still see your opponent's deck list at the end of a game, like you used to be able to do on the original PTCGL, but you can't do that on live, as far as I know. You can. There's Pecharunt EX. You can see the actions they've taken, but they're still going. Oh my god. I really hope, like, whoever Locker manages one is, that they are currently doing a deck video right now, because I want to see what this list is. Man, had they got 10 more damage on that Spidops, they would have just won the game right there. Okay, so, situation. Big situation. Honestly, may go for the Evo. Let's get the Nest Ball. And get me... Of course Fezandipiti's prized. Why wouldn't it be? Because it would have been really useful on my next turn when that Spidops gets knocked out. Evolution. Bam, bam. Done. Bam. Okay. I was about to say, what happened? But I see. I just did them one at a time. Alright. What happens next? I'm going to assume there's just like prime setup is done for the most part. Well, there's that knockout. Yeah, at this point, I don't think we can win. But that's okay. This has been very intriguing to witness. There's the poison, so we're going to probably lose a Chien-Pao right here. But it's whatever. It's all good. Dang. Well, that kind of worked out in our favor. Okay, we got the East switch. That's good. We can attack. Can't do much else, but we can at least attack. Oh, I don't have my Powerglass yet. Do we discard this energy switch in another professor's research? Honestly, may have to. Well, there's you, but I don't really need you at the moment. I would like to bump that stadium. That's what I was hoping to get. They've only got just the 2 Tarountula in there. So there should ideally be one more. But I want to go ahead and get Little Bub. And I guess we just go ahead and take out this Pecharunt. So we at least did something. Ooh, there was a boss in there. I'm glad I got that. I highly doubt, but if this Chien-Pao inactive can survive to the next turn, that would be glorious. Why is a Volcanion EX in there? And they conceded. So something tells me they're just playing a pile of 60 cards. I don't know if they have an actual plan for that, or if they're just trying stuff out. But that was really cool to see. Oh, I'm glad they mulliganed too. I mulliganed once. They mulliganed once. Whimsicott. Okay. And once again, we have just Tarountula in the active. That's not what I want to see. They mulliganed again! Thank God! Huh. Water and grass energy. What are the chances they're playing a Chien-Pao variant with Whimsicott EX? I highly doubt it, but why else would they have water energy? And then why did I see Whimsicott EX? And why did I also see superior energy retrieval? I'll take the one extra card. It's a nest ball. I'll take that. Palkia and Paldean Tauros water type. So get you immediately. There's nothing else I can do. Crap. Yeah, pass. I don't want to have to Professor's research this entire hand on my next turn. But, there's nothing I can do with these cards in hand. I forget what Call Bell does. If you go second during your first turn, search your deck for a supporter card. Okay. Are you going to Iono us? I would actually be really grateful if you did. This attack does 40 damage for each basic energy attached to this Pokemon. Dang, okay. They gave us an Iono. I'm super glad about that. Okay, we got a Spidops immediately. That's nice. I would love an Arven to get an air balloon to retreat this Spidops. That way I ain't got to waste an energy. That's not what I wanted. Nest ball to get... Jesus. Do we get the Dippity? I'd rather get the Tarountula. I wish I had a switch right now. So let's retreat. Evolve. Get that back. And for safety's sake, let's just place another Chien-Pao. And there's not really a need to go get 2 energies at the moment, because I've got those in hand, so let's just end the turn. I'm going to need to get an energy switch next turn, somehow. Whimsicott EX. I've read you, but I don't remember what you do. Search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards. Okay. Do you attach them as well? Oh my god! You use Whimsicott EX to power up a single prize Palkia. That's incredible. I didn't get a energy switch. I desperately needed that. Really bad. So that really sucks. Let's do Shivery Chill to get a shuffle. And we got to end the turn there. And attach them to your Pokemon any way you like. Yeah! You use Whimsicott EX to power up a single prize Palkia. This is the things I want to see! I don't want to see Charizard, 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 every time I go to hit the record button. This is the stuff I want to see! Rogue Jank,
Shift tree.
Man, I don't mind losing when stuff like this is going on. Oh, they're just powering up, man. If I can attack next turn and get a boss's orders, that'd be great. But I can't. I got no way to attack yet. They're going to knock out the C-Pow. I don't even need to, like, build it up. Oh, there's no energies in discard. I need cards that are not these. The deck is bricking. Let's get a shuffle. Give me just one. I'm hoping to shuffle something really good on the top deck for me to draw into. That won't help me. How many energies do they have in play? 8 currently. Yeah, 8 on that thing. This is going to hurt. That attack only costs a single grass and a single water, by the way. Whew! You didn't have to do the 100 extra damage. Okay, well, hopefully we can knock that thing out this turn since it's in the active. I don't need the boss's orders now. I needed it last turn. Come back to me, Chien-Pao. I want to charge up. Thank you. Artisan. Yeah, it'll get me Varoom. It won't get me Varoom. Might as well throw it down. Even though it ain't going to do no good right now. So let's... I got to discard 3 energies. Because 2 energies does 120. I almost hit done. That would have been really bad. I don't have Powerglass yet either. Why don't I have a Powerglass yet? I prized both Revavroom and Varoom? Well, that sucks. See, if Varoom would have been in deck a while ago when I went to go Artisan, that would have been perfect, because I would have just got Revavroom from the prize. Brave Bangle! Oh, no. I wish you would have played that Iono. I could definitely use some new cards. So is it for energy or trainer card? For each trainer card you find there. Okay. I see how it is. Well, I really wish that I could, you know, get more Spidops out. That would be spectacular. Only do 180. It's not enough to knock you. So I'm gonna have to I'm gonna play it safe and go ahead and knock this thing out. Just because that's the only thing I can knock out currently. The problem is I don't have a Powerglass. So that really sucks. Well, there's me some draw power at least. So now they only do 50 damage. Excuse me? Reveals their hand this attack. Oh, trainer card. That's right. I thought it was energy again. So yeah, time to play some trainer card. I don't know why I keep thinking Wondrous Cotton swings for energy in hand. That's definitely a card. Let's attach that. Let's do that. There's no need to go Buddy Buddy because I know I don't have a Varoom in deck. I want to go ahead and research. Oh God. Oh God. That was not helpful. That hurt me more than it helped me. That didn't work at all. Yeah, you're going up against something that does more damage the more trainer cards you have in your hand. Here's you an entire hand of trainer cards. Literally 7 trainer cards from the professor's research. And none of them I can use because none of them are items except for 2 or 3. I've got one of them out. Oh, that sucks. Well, let's use Buddy Buddy to waste because we definitely don't need it. And we're going to scramble switch because I'm not losing Chien-Pao to that if they somehow get... No, leave it on there. I'm just sacrificing a Tarountula because I'm going to assume they'll have a switch or they'll have an air balloon or they'll have something to get Paldean and Tauros out of active. So hopefully not. Hopefully I got them stalled for a little bit. They go for the cycling road. Discarding a water for 1 single card. Well, okay. They was gonna Iono. So. And I still got trainer cards! At least I got an energy switch this time. Okay, good. They passed. So here's what I'm thinking. Earthen Vessel away the cycling road. Get 2 energy. I've got energy switch right there, so I can use my attach for turn to retreat. Let's... Oh yeah, duh. Energy switch. Let's get the Powerglass and a Buddy Buddy. That way I can Ultra Ball, getting a Spidops. And now I get 2. And we've emptied out our hand. So we now have no trainer cards in hand. That does 120. Excuse me. So we need to do 3 energies to do 180. And now that we have Powerglass equipped, we get 1 of those energies back. Energy switch. Okay, that's nice. Yes, give me an energy back, please, and thank you. Well, of course, my 1 prize I got was a 1 trainer card. It's a useful one, don't get me wrong. I'm going to need it probably, just in case. Well, no, I won't because I got Powerglass now, so I'm not going to need that energy switch for the next turn. But this is a spicy game. All they got to do is just knock out Chien-Pao. And then they win. Because they only got 2 prizes left. But they're only going to do 50 damage at the current moment if they swing for Whimsicott. So they're either going to do the 50 damage, or they're just going to go get 3 energies for Palkia. They Cypher Maniac, so I'm thinking they have an energy in hand to discard to use Cycling Road and draw one of those 2 cards. Or they're just trying to ensure they got something for their next turn. They use Energy Gift, okay. After they just Cypher Maniacs, too. So those 2 cards I put on top are just going to get shuffled back in. Which is okay for me. They did have 3 energies there. I was really hoping to top deck a boss, honestly. I can't describe how desperately I needed to get a boss. Tell me I do 2, 3. Okay. With all 4 energies, I do exactly enough. Let's just do it. Done. Is Palkia able to knock out Chien-Pao right now? $40 damage for each basic, so 80, 80, 160. Okay. As long as they don't get more energy on Palkia on this turn, I think I survive. I think Chien-Pao may survive. You can't power that up right now, can you? Tell me you just pass. Tell me you just pass. They can retreat the Whimsicott, though. It's only got a retreat cost of 1. That's a free retreater! Oh my god. Okay. So do you do 160 damage? Yeah, 160 damage for those 4 energies, right? Okay. Okay, and I don't need the boss now. I don't need the boss's orders. I just need 3 energies, right? Let's attach for turn. We definitely have energies in discard pile. Don't you concede. Don't you concede. Don't you concede. Don't you concede. Do not speed through this. You will misclick if you do. We're discarding 4 energies. Done. There's the Varoom. Could have used that much earlier, but it's fine. That was a cool game. That was a really cool game. That's definitely a concept. I'm here for that. Using Whimsicott to power up your Palkia for a couple turns and then just bring it up and just annihilate everything. I almost wanted to say annihilate. I wasn't meaning to, but that's what wanted to come out. Okay, we finally started with the Chien-Pao inactive. And a Buddy Buddy Poffin to get 2 Tarountulas. Team Rocket's Tarountulas. But I'm seeing electric sleeves, so I don't got a lot of confidence. Oh wait, I always forget. I keep forgetting Chien-Pao's weak to steel because it's on a water card And normally water cards are weak to electric. So I instantly think they've got the type advantage, but they do not. They do not. At least not with electric cards. If they're disguising a steel type deck, we're screwed. I've got type advantage on that Torchic right there. And that's a Pikachu EX Stellar. It's been a hot minute since I've seen that. I saw the electric sleeves and I just immediately assumed it was Joltik Box. But no. I see Miraidon, for some reason, with a Torchic in the deck. And Iono's Wattrel. We may be in for a game here, my friends. Did they just play supporter yet? Oh, they can't. They're turn 1. They can't play supporter. Which means I can Arven to get a Team Evo, play a Buddy Poffin to get 2 Tarountulas, attach the energy, and I'm set for next turn, as far as setup goes. Part of me now kind of wants to play Miraidon because, you know, it's no longer meta. At least that I'm aware of. I've not seen it for a long time, so I wouldn't mind giving Miraidon a shot. Okay. We know our plan. So let's buddy. 2 Tarountulas. We're going to attach the water energy. We're going to Arvenin and get... Okay. We know we get TM Evo. Do we get Nest Ball? Let's get a Nest Ball. I want to go ahead and grab me another one. TM Evo. And we're gonna get Evolution. We ain't gonna worry about those water energies right now. We want those 2 benched Pokemon. And we want 2 Spidops. Thankfully they're in deck. Now see, that's how we're supposed to look very early on. A Chien-Pao out and active. 2 Team Rocket Spidops out on the bench. That's how we want to look early. I have no Stage 2 Pokemon, so this will not affect me in any way. It's good. They pass after that? Are you kidding me? And we top deck the Powerglass? Vessel. I hope I don't regret getting rid of this Night Stretcher. So let's actually hold on. Let's try to maximize this. Let's attach for the turn. Let's Ultra Ball, getting rid of 2 water energy. And we're gonna get, well, I have no other Spidops in deck, it looks like. I hate to Ultra Ball for a Tarountula, but we might as well. Because what are the chances when we knock out that Torchic, we find our Spidops and prize? So we're doubling damage. 1 energy alone would have done it without the type advantage. But we'll just go ahead and get rid of 1 water energy. That's going to double to 120 for the knockout. As I said, even if it didn't double. And they concede! Let's go! Let's go! We went 3-0 in this video. Also rhyming for the win. Woo! Okay, okay. This don't normally happen. Longtime viewers of this channel knows how my deck videos usually go. The universe just says no. The deck just bricks. I don't get to play. I get really bad matchups. I get annihilated or annihilated by my opponents in a really bad matchup on my end. But that works. This deck works. Now, yes, matchups are still a factor. I'm sure there's bad matchups for this deck. There was a couple of my games at the locals last week that didn't have really good matchups. But that being said, in those bad matchups at locals, I still got to play. This video, I made 2 people concede. Now, to be fair, my opponent this game only had like 2 cards in hand when it was passing to them, so they probably had nothing they could do. But I don't care. They didn't have to concede. They could have played it out. I was perfectly set up at the end of my first turn, going second that time. That's how you want this deck to look very early on in your first 2 turns. And I did it in turn 1 because I went second. So Team Evo definitely works and is the way to go for this deck if you go second and can get the resources to do it. Sorry I'm rambling. I'm just very excited. Alright, well, there's no further words needed. As you can see, the deck worked completely like it was supposed to this time around. One game, it had a little bit of a slow start, but we got there, and we managed to take that game. I'm going to be riding this high for a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and get off this video, that way I don't annoy you all with my obnoxious excitedness right now. But this don't normally happen. Very rarely do I perform this well when playing Pokemon. But that will bring an end to this deck video, everybody. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, you can hit that like button, and if you want to see more content from us as it comes out, you can hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for your weekly unboxing. And until the next time I see ya, you all take care. Woo! I'm still going. I'm still going. Okay, I've stopped. Man. Oh, my knee. That could have been a lot worse.